Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan, and today I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by talking about something that's related to them. I guess, of course, in this case, it's movies, to be more specifically. It's a subject matter I spoke about before, and I'm going to be talking about it again. It's the remakes, the unholy remakes. As far as I'm concerned, literally every single remake in existence is terrible, and you can't change my mind. And since Disney keeps doing this, I'm planning to make even more remakes. They want to do it, even more so. This is a subject matter I didn't want to bring up really, like at all, because I felt like I've beaten this to death. At this point, I kind of feel like I'm being a dead horse at this point because I know in the past, ever since I started doing YouTube videos, I kept saying, I don't like remakes, 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 and also I don't like remakes, I don't like remakes, and I don't like remakes. Regardless of the company, regardless of who directed it, or regardless of the genre, regardless of who's in it, yada yada yada, regardless who wrote the script, regardless if it was funded by a corporate company or if it's indie funded or whatever, just the fact that somebody's remade, I don't like it. There's a big fat no. Even if some are less bad than others, sure, that I can admit. But even then, no. No remakes. And like I said, Disney's still planning to make more, so it's like putting my hand here. You're making me seem I have to, make a comment about this. I mean, really. All of these come off like they're soulless. There's no real passion behind them. Like, there's no real legitimate point for their existence. Other than just what? Just to make money off something that's popular. And it just comes off like that's the only reason they would exist. Just over that. As though Disney's just trying to, make money off of your nostalgia. I know a lot of these movies we'll watch when people were fairly young, around middle school age, maybe a tad sooner than that, I guess, or maybe a bit afterwards, perhaps. But point being, a lot of people have fond memories of these old Disney films, usually the princess movies, and then Disney is trying to market to that specific crowd just so these people can, go and see them. We all know that many of these people already have kids at this point, at least most of them anyway, and they want to bring their kids to this kind of experience that they had when they were much younger. And yeah, it just seems like a really bad idea when you think about it. It seems like a really bad strategy. I mean, I guess it's working because these movies do make a lot of money, so there's that, I suppose. But come on, give me a break, will you? Before anyone says anything, yes, I realized that I bought, the dollar store DVDs, which I'm still gonna do and review some of these movies. Then I'll just go to maybe a place like Rasputin to buy maybe other movies if I take store credit. But if I don't, I can always take the cash and go to a place like Best Buy or Target to buy the actual movies. But the thing is that you can always vote with your daughter and whatnot because you gotta let the companies know that these are the type of movies that you shouldn't be making. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. And my various other rants will keep saying that I don't like remakes, and I still don't, even to this very day, because there's no legitimate point to make these. And yes, I heard the argument where they're trying to update these movies, these classic films, to a more modern day, which just sounds absurd because if the films are fine the way they are, let them be. And I mean, I know a lot of people out there don't like watching the older movies because they're old. And yes, as a result, they may refuse to watch the older movies. But that's not the movie's fault that people are refusing to watch the older movies. Now, some movies that be out there that maybe remade twice. What the hell? Yeah, it just seems utterly lazy, and they missed the mark of what they're trying to do. You don't need to update these films because a lot of the older films will continue to be watched anyway. And of course, the originals are better. I'm not sticking by that too. One thing that definitely bugs me quite often is that people will complain on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or anything else, or even any forum you can think of, or even on YouTube, any other thing you think of. There's not enough diversity, blah 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 blah. But when they do make a princess character from a different country, not a whole lot of people talk about it. Not as often, anyways, which I do think strange, because when they do it, you don't acknowledge it, but then complain that they don't do it. And don't get even me started on the whole race swapping thing, because the whole race swapping it's a cheat. It's like a cheat sheet. You just tracing over a character and just putting them from a different ethnic background. That's no. I'm not against having different characters from different countries. That's fine, but don't race swap. That's a stupid idea. I have to think about the fact that this pretty much takes away from the fact that this could be possibilities of new creative narratives. Remaking something that's old takes it away from that. And then another thing is that, like I said earlier, it's just done for money. Just for money. And also, I do believe this can potentially ignore the historical context of a certain story, of course. And yes, I do realize there's many people out there that do have lots of writing skills and whatnot. Okay, if you know how to write a book, if you know how to write a script and so on and so forth, use that as a way to craft something brand new, something original, instead of just remaking something that's already been done before. But yeah, just no. But the thing is that, so of course, I do realize that it's difficult to come up with something original. So I know a lot of people might say you might do something new just once. So breaking the mold can be, really difficult to do. Of course, and then it'd be insulting just to remake that said thing and try and make it as if it was new. So that's just no. So they announced that there's a possible chance of remaking their version of this story. Yeah, really. I mean, come on. Just because you have new technology nowadays does not equal a better film at all. This again just comes off extremely lazy. There's even plans to remake Snow White. And again, I'm wondering what's the point here. Again, okay, aside from money, you're just trying to cash in on what was already popular before and what people have many fond memories of. Pinocchio is said to be remade sometime in the future, which is ridiculous. Which, yes, a lot of people are using nostalgia as a way to bring people in. Like I mentioned already before, nostalgia. They have these fond memories as a kid, and they want to relive them. They remember these happy-go-lucky times when they were smaller and whatnot. It comes off like they don't want to risk anything original, really. And if they do, it's not that often, really. They're taking the easy way out just so they can make a quick dollar at the end of the day. Sure, let's just go for the easy and not try to be different. And even though a lot of people want to make something different, I know Disney was accused of being racist before and sexist, which I have to disagree because there's no proof of that at all. But even if that's the case, you can't just remake that said movie and thinking that's going to fix everything. That's not going to fix everything at all, folks. You're just trying to erase what was said before. And I get mad at Disney for a different reason. I get mad at Disney for caving in. Don't give in into the accusations. That's how it comes off. That's all they're doing here. Anyway, folks, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time.